So last session we discussed about the CISSP, what the certification is about, how you have to think like an advisor, CISO, consultant, to basically secure the organization data information, not as a technician to fix the issues. So I will ask you one question. Just try to give me the answer.
Okay.
If your system is infected with the virus, what will be your first step? On the bit on the like on the right side on the track. So like if system is infected with the virus, if you are the engineer, what you will immediately do? You will just isolate the system. You will disconnect the
Right.
system from the network. Okay. But if you think for the advisor or like an risk consultant, you need to first check and validate and confirm, okay,
Right.
whether that is really virus or not. Not simply like going and disconnecting the system. You have to verify, validate, and confirm. And you have to
Right.
do the impact analysis also. What will be the impact? Then you will do the incident response procedure. So that is the difference here. Okay, it's simply not going to remove the system. You have to do first checking, validation, and confirm, and impact analysis. Then you will take the call what you have to do it, because there may be possibilities it is a false positive. Okay, it is not the true virus, and it will disrupt your business if you directly go and disconnect the system.
Right.
So that is how the CSSP works. Think like a manager, think like a advisor. So CISSP basically test your concept. It tests your governance knowledge. It tests your ideas, and it tests your process understanding. Okay. So if you have all this, then you're very good. Okay. It basically tests you how you will do your job as per the process, as per the governance. So now I will ask you, you may be hearing, uh, from many people, CISSP is very difficult exam. It is taking lot of time to pass the exam. You may be coming across this kind of statement, right? Yes or no?
Yes. Correct.
Correct. Okay. But I will tell you that is not correct. Okay. Because there are people who have not followed the process, and they are not able to achieve the success because they never thought the mindset, they never applied the mindset of the CISSP, which ISC Square wants to think from their perspective, from their end, from their approach. So it is the exam of conceptual understanding. If you understand the concept from where it is coming, then it is not a big deal. It is not a difficult exam to clear or to pass the exam. So if I will tell you incident and problem management process, are you aware it is a part of day-to-day activity?
What is it?
Incident and problem management.
Oh yeah, absolutely a part every day.
Okay. So what it does, so incident management reduce the impact. Okay. So if you follow the incident management, it reduce the impact, and problem management track the cost. And this exam is 10% technical and 90% management. You will get the question. I am not denying. You will not get question about you have to choose some protocol, how the DNS work, okay, some kind of IP address, whether which class this IP address belongs. So
Okay.
there may be some question, okay, which is coming from the technical background. or relating to the technical directly, but it is very few, 90%, but 10%, sorry, and
Right.
90% questions which require your conceptual understanding, your mindset of risk consultant, CISO advisor. You have to apply those mindset. I will tell you one thing. If a person is CCI, CCI is a very higher end technical qualification of
Right.
from the network, and he's very good technical knowledge. He's having very good knowledge, also having the process knowledge and the business understanding.
No.
Answer is
Yeah.
no.
No.
He's very good. He's very good, in configuring the routers, configuring the switches, CCI.
Right.
He can solve any complex problem technically. But if it comes to management, if it comes to business, his understanding is not very good. Okay. He does not have proper business knowledge and understanding. On the other side, if there is a management guy, okay, is a having the good solid understanding of the business and the process. It is possible also that particular person, he or she who is very technically expertise, may get the business or management exposure through his experience. It is possible, but unless and until he has not worked with the professional or he has not gone through the process, he will not able to understand the business requirement. Okay, so that is how the CSSP basically works. Now I will ask you a simple question here.
Okay.
What is the difference between professional and practitioner? Okay, what is the thin line difference between the practitioner and professional? Which one? Professional or practitioner? Which your
Um. I guess I don't know the correct answer. I think the difference between professional and practitioner is that um experience, one that does it every day. I'm not sure.
yeah. So you're correct. Professional is the one who manage, okay, and practitioner is the one who implement the things. So every organization start with vision. To work on the vision, they have mission, and to work on mission, they implement strategy, and this strategy is divided into the tactical plan tactical plan, and further the tactical plan is split into operations. Okay,
Yeah.
so the professional work here and practitioner work here on the operation side. So professional is a person who basically understand the strategy. He understand the business. Okay. He understand the risk. And based on this, he designed the solution. Okay. He designed the solution. And this solution is get implemented by practitioner. By whom? By practitioner. So what he will do? The professional, okay, the professional will basically sit with operation. Okay, he will understand what is the need, what is the security requirement. He also sit with business. Okay, to understand the risk, to understand the effectiveness. Okay, so for example, if you want to implement the firewall in your organization, okay, so professional is the one, is a person who need to decide why firewall is required, from which vendor you have to take the firewall, what are the feature of the firewall we are looking, which is best suited for our organization requirement. Okay, uh, where the firewall is going to place. So this all activity about the firewall procurement, replacement, designing the solution will be done by the professional. Okay, he will understand from the business whether it is cost effective or not, or whether they are meeting the business requirement or not. If he properly judge and satisfied, he will decide to go ahead for the procurement. If not, he will propose some other solution. So solution will be decided by the professional. Once the solution is being decided, practitioner is the person who will implement it. So he will be responsible to configure the firewall. Okay. So professional does not have the accountability to do any configuration. He will just propose the solution and pass it to the practitioner. And now it is the job of the practitioner to basically ensure that firewall is properly configured, rule is configured, patching is being done. So you understand what is the difference here?
Yes.
Clear?
Clear.
Okay. So similarly, it is like I given the simple example of the firewall. There are multiple example I can give, like BCP, why there is a need of the BCP, or how to validate the BCP requirement. Then once all the solution is being decided, it will be passed out to the practitioner to implement it. So moving further, so what do you understand by information system here? Can you tell me what is the information system? No, you
I don't
try.
know.
No worries.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Never thought about it that way, I guess.
Okay.
It-
No, no.
any type of technical infrastructure.
I will tell you how it is work. One second. So if you talk about the information system, it compromises of PPT, information system. So it consists PPT. You know what is PPT?
No.
So P stands for people, P is the process, and T is the technology. Okay. So people follow the process, and through the process, they manage the technology. Now we are connected to the online session right now through the Zoom. Okay, online. And do you know that by the Zoom link, you can connect anywhere in the world, from anywhere in the
Right.
world? It is just you require the internet connection and the system.
Right.
Okay, this is the platform. From anywhere in the world, you can attend this session. But there is a background process also. Okay, it is not a simple link. How the Zoom work? You have the data center. Okay, in data center there are servers. On server, applications are there. An application, there are database, and it is managed by the people inside. Okay, who need to ensure that Zoom works properly. You understood how it works?
Yes,
Huh? For me,
I do.
for me, it is a simple URL. Okay, Zoom link. I just simply connect, but in the backend, all this activity is happening through people, process, and technology. So I will ask you one thing. If you want to introduce any changes in your organization, what you will do?
Right now, I mean, I have a structured command that I would have to one come up with why I want to do it, risk factors, and etc.
Okay. So I will just give you an example. A new server needs to be added in your production. Okay,
Okay.
in your data center, there is a requirement. You simply purchase it and go and install it? No. There is a
No.
proper procedure called as in change management. Unless and
Right.
until you don't follow the change management, you cannot introduce any changes in the organization. You cannot also remove the cable without proper change management, because there will be an impact. Okay, you cannot shift the server from one rack to another, because it impacts the topology. Maybe shifting the server will create the problem for another device. So, to introduce any changes in the organization, you have to follow the change management. Why this change is required? Who is going to validate? Who is the change owner? What will be the impact if the change does not work properly? If the change is not successful? Okay, you have the change board meeting. Before doing any changes, the change are discussed. Then if you are satisfied, there will be no business impact, there will be no downtime, you give approval for the change. Okay, and you have also the rollback plan. If it doesn't work, then you can roll back to your previous state. Similarly, incident management. Okay, incident management is there. If there are any incident, what will be the SOP, who will do what, escalation will be done. Okay, so that you can minimize the impact and ensure that your incident is resolved efficiently within the SLA. Patch management. So patch management is also having the proper process. You have to test the patches on the some you know testing system before implementing into the production. So
Right.
all these thing, it is a process based. It is a process based. You cannot do abruptly, randomly. Okay, you feel and you do whatever you want. No, it does not work. That is what CISSP is. You have to follow the process. Okay, properly you have to go through the adherence. Then you can do some changes or some activity in your organization, in your information system, because it is going to have the impact. So I will tell you, out of this people, process, and technology, which is more critical? Out of people, process, and technology, which is more critical?
I think people would be.
Yes. So this is the exam question also. People is the most critical asset to the organization. Okay.
Right.
Whatever you will be having, like data loss, business loss, but you have to save your people first. Okay,
Mhm.
so people is the resource, people is the greatest asset to the organization. Then second comes to process and technology, because if you don't have the process, you cannot protect the technology. So through the process only you will protect the technology. You know how to do, what to do, when to do, through the process only, process information. So first it comes the people, then it comes the process, then it comes the technology. Okay. So I will ask you one question. You have decided to go for the CISSP training. Okay. And what makes you to choose me as a trainer? What are the I think what makes you to select me as a trainer?
With all
Yeah,
due
yeah.
respect, probably the lady who kept on asking me about it. I don't know. I don't even know how she found me.
Hmm?
I don't know. Maybe she found me on LinkedIn. I don't know. Um, I've tried this journey before and didn't stick with it. I mean, I have every other certificate except for this one, and I don't know. I guess she just found me on LinkedIn. I don't know how she found me.
No, that is the thing. Another, founding and another thing. There is a
Yeah.
concept of trust. Okay.
Right.
Uh, there are multiple trainers in the market or in the
Hmm.
industry,
Oh yeah.
but the people choose. based on the trust, and how you don't know me, I don't know you. Okay,
Right.
but
Right.
since I am CISSP certified, okay,
Mm-hmm.
uh, that the credential I am bearing, because now ISC score, ISC square has given me some kind of credential, okay, because they have tested me against the CISSP. So you will be thinking, no, yeah, this guy, this person is being already having the CISSP certification, because it has some, uh, I think, what I will say, worth. Okay, the information which I'm looking, it is already endorsed by the IC square. So IC square is the third party which act between you and me for the confidence. You're getting what I mean to say. Okay. If I was not CSSP certified, you may have thought like, yeah, no, this guy is also not CSSP certified. Maybe he is not knowing the concept, how he can teach. If he has already certified, then he is having those information. He has given the exam. He is very well versed with the content, with the information which CISSP is having in the curriculum or in the syllabus. So IC square is the third party common trust between you and me, okay, which basically endorse some confidence for you, okay, to trust me.
Right.
So this CISSP certification basically provide the baseline, okay, for your CV filtering. Like if you see any job description, their organization who puts in their job requirement, the candidate should be CISSP certified. That is the benchmark baseline. Okay, if you don't have those credential or certification on the resume, you are not, then you are not getting shortlisted. So first
Right.
thing is that it will help you in filtering the CV, and second thing, it validate your practical knowledge. Okay, so whatever the practical exposure you have, like you possess 10 certification, but
Mm-hmm.
here you are not going to do any hands-on technical. You are going to apply those practical knowledge, thinking like a manager, thinking like a consultant. Okay, you are going to use that information and you will apply in the real time, but wearing the different mindset, having the different mindset. Okay, to advise the organization, to design the solution, to design what to do, what not to do. So that is how it works. So yesterday I was telling you about the CISSP requirement. Okay, as it is a gold standard certification. I forgot to tell one thing, that even though if you pass this examination, you will not get the certification, because you have to prove your experience in two domain. So 5 years experience is required in any of the two domain in cybersecurity. So if you are working in cybersecurity for the last 5 years, then you will get the certification as an professional, system professional. So any two domain can be anything. You can be from risk management or plus application security, or you can be from network security and identity access management, or you can be from SOC and network security. Any combination is required, but you should be having 5 years experience. Okay, in any of the two domain out of eight domain, which already we discussed in the previous session. So we will do further, which is very important to know. So can you tell me from this, just think and please let me know what will be the correct answer here. Okay, try to
Okay.
identify the important keyword from the question.
Okay.
Just read it slowly. Mr. Alex is a system administrator in XY company. He is doing some research to find out how to strengthen the security of the XY ANC network, but does not know what network device he should choose to better protect the network and filter communication. Okay. Mr. Alex contacted you for your advice and direction on what device he should purchase. So, what you will do here first? Eliminate two wrong answers.
I'm going to eliminate A and B.
Okay. So, eliminate two wrong will be went off. You're remaining with C and D. What
Right.
is best here? What is the correct answer?
Well, I would go with D because we first have to find out what kind of firewall he's needing, and then that would lead us to what kind of router he would need. So I would choose D.
Okay. What is the keyword you have identified in the question which relates to the firewall? Based on
Choose
what
a
keyword you have?
yeah. What network devices he should choose to better protect the network and filter communication. I'm probably wrong in saying firewall, but I'm stuck on firewall.
Yeah. So basically here, you know, router is also a network device. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Router also basically does the filtering, but
Right.
router does not protect your network. Firewall is the
Right.
one which protect the network. Okay.
Right.
So if you see the keyword here, it is saying better protect the network and filter communication and
Yep.
advise direction. So direction it will come inbound and outbound. You know,
Right.
direction is the keyword because firewall implements the ACL rules. Okay,
Yep.
to
Yep.
filter out your inbound traffic and outbound traffic, which you will allow based on the port. So here, firewall matches the best answer. So firewall is the
Right.
right answer. Yes, I'm back.
Yep.
So now we have to think some of the basic fundamental principle of CISSP. Okay, that is very much important. CISSP intention. This is the basic and very important principle of CISSP. CISSP intention. So first you have to always remember senior management is accountable. Senior management is accountable for security. I will tell you one example. In India, like anywhere, not in India, the kids are known by their parent. Okay,
Yep.
so uh, if a person uh, goes to the market, okay, and he smoke, and he was seen by the relative, and that relative come back and inform the parent that your son or your daughter I have seen is smoking. Your kid, like so, even though parent has not done the action, they are accountable. Okay, the action is done by the son or the daughter, but since they are the parent of the kid, the people are complaining them about their action.
Right.
Okay, you understood?
I understood.
And the action is done not by the parent. Okay, it is a different story when they will come to home. They will get proper treatment. Okay, with the belt, with the stick. That why you have drink, why you have smoke, because I got the complaint. So
Yeah.
similarly, in the organization also, whoever does the some action which is not acceptable or which leads to some negative effect, but the CISO will be held accountable in
Right.
information security. Okay, there may be possibility that the employee is not having the information security knowledge or cyber security knowledge. He click on the phishing link. Okay, due to which the company data got compromised, or he sent some crucial and very sensitive information to the hacker, but you're not going to held accountable that employee. Okay, who will be held accountable? CISO. Okay, because he is sitting at the top position. The board of director will catch him the that you are not able to properly maintain. Okay, so you have to always remember, irrespective of anything, senior management is accountable. Second thing
Right.
is that your role is risk advisor. As I said, you remember, we have discussed the example at the start of the session. Your system is infected with the virus, so what you will do? Okay, you will first validate and confirm. You will do the impact analysis. You will follow the incident response. You are not going to remove the system from the network. You are not going to isolate the system from the network. That is not your role. Your role is the risk of advisor. That is one of the important point of the CISSP. Third thing is decision is based on the risk management. So, uh, like if you have to hire anyone, if you have to fire anyone, you have to procure any product, you have to enter into new market, whatever the thing you have to do, you have to first do the risk analysis, risk management. Okay, then only you can take the decision. So decision is always based on the risk management. What will be the impact? What will be the benefit to the organization if we follow this activity? If we follow this particular task? Okay. So decision is always based on the risk management, and risk management is the driving factor in the organization for any activity. Four is defense in depth. Okay. So you have to always ensure that you have the proper control, defense in depth in your organization. For example, in the organization, you have multiple security devices, okay, like firewall. Then you have IPS and IDS. Then you have web application firewall. You have SIM. Then only, if your data is going to get compromised, you have to bypass all those technology. Okay, so you have to ensure that whatever the solution you have is properly configured, it is properly placed, and people is your biggest asset. You always remember, in any of the question, if it comes, which is your biggest asset which you need to protect first, so it is the people. Do you have any question till now?
No, right now.
Okay.
No.
So, I will tell you, in the exam, if you come any question, okay, which basically ask you management, it is a management what, why, who. So, if any of the question in the exam is asking this thing, what, why, who, 90% it is a management question. Okay. The possibility is that the question is requiring your analytical thinking, your mindset, like it says so. For example, uh, why you need the IPsec? Okay, why you need the IPsec? That is question to you. Why you need IPsec?
Is that like a management question?
Yeah,
Or
I'm asking you why you need the IPsec
Oh,
this protocols.
for protocols between devices connection.
Yeah, IPsec is basically used to secure the communication. Okay,
Right.
so if
Establish a secure
yeah,
connection.
yeah, like if I'm sending any data over the network, it should be get encrypted. Okay, and
Right.
IPsec is used. So the question is coming, why? Okay,
Okay.
how if you are getting anything related to how and where, okay, it is
Mm-hmm.
it is technical question.
Yeah.
Okay, how and where, it is a technical question. If I will tell you how you will configure the firewall, okay, then it is nothing with the management. You understood?
Yes.
Okay, so you will say I will follow the best practice. I will first install the OS, then I will configure the admin credential, then I will create. So any question which is coming with approach of what, why, who, it 90% technical. Anything which talk about how and where, it is a technical question.
Okay.
Okay. For example, what happened? You want this CISSP certification. Okay, and you went to your organization, you went to the company, and you said, I want CISSP certification to pass. Okay, I want to do complete CISSP certification. You know what organization will come? Why you need this CISSP? Understood?
Right.
You are going with the business case proposal to your organization, but here the organization also need to know no, why you need. Okay, what will be the value to the organization? Okay, then in that case you can convince the organization, because I need CSSP to improve myself in my career growth. Okay, and to enhance the security program, to ensure that we can make our security very robust, resilience. And what is the benefit? You will say that it will create more value for the organization also, because if you have the employee with CISSP, it creates more trust of the customer, and they are having a good technical person in the organization. You understand what
I
I'm
do.
saying?
Yep.
Okay, so that is how it works. Also, suppose you go to the organization and you said, I need the increment. They will ask, why you need the increment. Huh? If you go to the company and you
Mhm.
ask, I need the increment for my salary, they will ask you, why you need the increment.
So I got bills to pay, man.
Yeah, so you will say, no, I have performed this activity,
Yeah.
my performance
Right.
is good. So every question which comes with what, why, who, it 90% is the management. That is how you have to identify. Okay.
Okay.
So another example I can give you, who approved the policy in the organization? Tell me,
Who has what?
who approved the policy? Policy.
Yeah, CSO.
Yeah. Then that who approve is the why we need the policy. This is the policy.
Okay.
Okay. Who approve policy?
CISO.
Okay. Sorry. And who need? Why we need the policy? Why we need policy? And what is the benefit? You understood?
Yeah, I do.
What is the benefit? Why we need the policy? Because it is a management statement, okay, of do's and don't, do's and don't,
Hmm. Yeah.
okay. So you have to come to the office by this time. You have to wear this formal dress during the weekdays. You do not share the credential to the other employee, to your colleague, okay, and you don't have to serve a social media. So this is all being written. There are different type of policy: acceptable usage policy, okay, attendance policy, leave policy. That is the management statement. Basically, it is telling what the management wants from the employee. Okay, and what is the benefit? The benefit here is you will be getting like the proper result. There will be no discrepancy. With one simple policy, all the employee are get informed. If you're in your organization, there are 1,000 employee. How the each employee will know about your policy? You are not going to catch single individual and tell about the policy. Is it possible to you?
To tell individual, no.
Yeah. Is it possible for you to tell about the management intent or management statement to all the to every individual by catching them individually? It is possible.
Probably, I guess, but wouldn't be a good idea.
1,000 employee. How the 1,000 employee you will interact individually? There are
There's no way, really.
you have to publish the policy on the portal. Okay,
Right,
on your website. This is the policy of the management. You have to follow this, and the benefit is that you're securing the information. Okay,
right.
you're following the proper governance. Understood?
Understood.
So through the proper policy, you're having the proper direction, proper governance, and by which you will achieve your information security program very well.
Yeah,
Understood?
understood.
Great. So yesterday, I think we discussed, not yesterday, day before yesterday, the previous session, we discussed about three principle, uh, three strategy methodology like C cube and fast. Okay. C cube, we have the context, content, and concept. You remember that? And we discuss about the fast principle. Forget everything, attention, keep it simple, and teach. There is a
Uh,
one.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you're telling something.
I don't know if I remember that or not, but maybe it's been a long
Uh,
day.
okay. So if you see the recording, you will come to know. Okay. So just I would suggest you just focus on that methodology, and that is going to help you for
I've
the
not
preparation.
I've not received a recording.
Okay. So maybe I will ask Kiran. Okay, or you can whatever, like if possible, just make sure you're taking the hand notes. Okay, with you, pen and paper, so that at
Yeah.
least you will get some key concept.
Okay.
Not everything, but what is possible. So you can. And second thing is that I will tell you one more important tip uh, about the thing. So so your brain has two system, system 1 and system 2. System 1 is very fast and it reacts fast, and system 2 is slow. Here the chance is that 99% it is wrong, and here 98% it is accurate. So in CISSP, when you are attempting the question, you have to apply system 2 principle, S2, this one. Okay. Take the time. You remember the question which I have given to you. If the people don't read it properly, they may end up selecting the router also.
Right.
Okay. Because both are coming from the network device. Even all the four option is relating to the network, modem also, switches also. So people get excited. What is the problem? Why the people fail in the exam? I will tell you. Actually, when they see the question, they get excited. They think that we know everything. We are very good to select. And in the hurry burry, in very fast pace, they select the wrong answer, which is not required. And they also fail to read the question properly. They misinterpret the question. So as I said, you take the time, read the keyword, identify the keyword, choose the keyword, then relate to the answer. Okay. So that is the thing. You have to always apply system 2 in selecting the answer, and that will fetch you with the correct answers rather than regretting later, because what will happen once you will move on, then you will say, oh yeah, actually I missed that question. I selected wrong one. I was very not attentive at that time. So always take your time within the time frame of 1.82 second, whatever the thing is. Don't take 5 to 10 minutes, but apply it properly, system 2, and that will give you the positive result. Okay, so I think we can close the session today. Okay,
Okay.
for today as of now. And
Okay.
are you available on Friday?
Yes.
Okay, so we will continue from here on
Okay.
Friday. Any
How
question?
many to how many total hours is this course with you?
It is a 40 hours course. Okay,
Okay.
so we will be just today the first session, and I don't want to make you much, so we will be having 2 hour session every day. You are
Okay.
comfortable with the weekdays, no?
Yeah, that's fine. Any day is fine right now.
Okay, so 40 hours is the thing, and we are going to start with domain one from
Okay.
tomorrow. So that I want to give more understanding of the CISSP, about to make you comfortable. That's why
Okay.
I devoted this kind of time. Okay,
Sure.
so
Sure.
that you should be very much familiar about the mindset, what is required, what should be the
Okay.
thought process, how you should be able to read the question, what is the requirement, what all those things. That's why I took this time. And maybe we will start domain one from the next lecture, and
Okay.
we can. So I will see you on Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
And based on your availability, we can see we can have some session on the Saturday or Sunday also, if you are available,
Okay.
weekends.
Yeah, I should be. Yeah.
Okay. So I will see your availability. If it is I am available and you are available, then definitely we can plan on the weekend also, so that we
Okay.
can cover as soon as possible.